You know, the kind of conversations that you didn't know that you needed, but as soon as it started, it hurts so good that you know it's going to change the trajectory of everything. I just had that conversation with my husband, who we've been together for 25 years. So we've had some good conversations, but that takes the biscuit. And so this is a completely impromptu, unplanned message that I just need to share. And I share it with no pre-plan and pure heart, soul, honesty. What I would suggest, if this was me watching it, I would close my eyes, I would go in a dark room. You don't have to be this dramatic. I am this dramatic. And just be with it and feel what it creates and stirs up inside you. Because so much of what we do is talking to that deeper part. I work with the brain because the brain is a part of being human and we can't get away from it. I love the structure and the formulas and the formalities and the do this, and you'll get this result. It's what my work is based upon. But this is a transmission. This is something that you're going to feel into. And if you feel it, promise me, before you even listen to this episode, promise me that you are going to trust it and you are going to lead with it. And I hope it delivers everything that it's meant to. And I hope you trust that if you have stumbled across this right now, it is on purpose. Thanks for being here with me.
Hey Love Bug, it's me, Emma Upton, clarity wizard, resistance whisperer and professional fog lifter. And in plain English, I help high achieving women stop circling, name the exact work that you came here to do and build the real thing, using the math and the magic of your work without needing to burn your life right now down. We're not chasing productivity. We're not overthinking, and we're definitely not into positive thinking. We're remembering what it feels like to have fun and making magic into a really real, tangible map. So if you're waking up, if you're finally ready to create that next level of podcast, that book, that business, that beautiful wild thing that doesn't fit the mold that you've already made, but it will not leave you alone, you're in the right place. Welcome to Let's Build the Real Thing, the map and the magic of your work. Let's figure out what's really been in the way. Let's build the real thing. Welcome home. Welcome to your real thing.
I have just had one of the most brutally honest conversations with my husband that dug deep into the depths of me in the most brutal but brilliant ways. And the main premise being, what the fuck am I doing? And for context, for the wider context of this, the work that we are placed here on this planet to do is so big. And when you see the whole chasm of it, it can feel like too much. And there is this balance that I'm obsessed with. And there's my middle path there too, of being able to navigate between the two extremes that we are almost always finding ourselves navigating through. And bouncing between going all in and all out and doing the things and not doing the things. And I'm always seeking the middle path. And Wade, God bless him, has literally just called me out being like, do you not think you're leaning too far to the other way? Because what I am here to do is work with people just like me, who know that they are here for something more, who can go at it, hello my gorgeousness, who can go at it like a bull in a china shop and be relentless in it. And yet, burnout is inevitable from that pattern, from that cycle. And then that work that we've been entrusted and treasured with to bring and birth into the world, all of a sudden we question it. We're not sure. Are we on the right path? Are we doing the right thing? Oh, I don't know. I better go back into it. I better tweak it. I better do all of the fluff around it to make sure. And then we step back and then we come forward back into it again. We're like, well, the clarity that I have gained in the last 6 months, the last year, the last 18 months of what this work actually is, has been liberating and enlightening and terrifying all at once. And if you know this space, you know it. The grand scope of holy moly, like I'm here for this. Can I do this as one mortal? And as I find myself in this space of knowing what I have to deliver I want to get it right. I want to do my absolute utmost to anybody that entrusts me to walk hand in hand, because we are in the trenches together, to walk hand in hand together and know that we are going to move together. And by the end of it, everything that you have come to this space to experience is yours, absolutely. And the experience that I've had of working with people one-to-one has been that, and it has been profound, and it blows my mind every time. But I want to be able to gift that to more people. So doing programs and doing structured things and quizzes and forms that people can take themselves into, recording meditations where they can go into their own portals and do the questionnaires inside that portal to be able to have these profound insights of like, fuck, this is my next move. This is where I'm meant to be next. To be able to do that, I've been just consumed, and I've been moving and navigating with the people I'm working really closely with and giving it to them and getting the feedback and making the alterations and be like, is this it? Is this it? And it's been growing and building. And Wade literally looked and said, when do you serve it to people? When is it good enough? When, like, what kind of profound awakenings, enlightening, how far along the path do people need to be? How clearly do they need to know their work? Like, do you want them to be God by the time they leave your containers? Like, is that what you're anticipating? And I was like, I am literally withholding. It makes me emotional. I am withholding it all in perfectionism and in wanting to serve people in the absolute best possible ways that I possibly can, which is superhuman. That these expectations that I hold for my containers and for my work are exceptional, and I'm glad, because that means that they're very profound. But also, holy shit, Emma. So this is me, literally off the back of this conversation. We had this conversation. I felt like he was doing that too. Michelle, I felt like he was going, what are you doing? And then we went and just had some pizza, and I've sat there with it, and I'm like, okay, I'm not going to let this energy move from me, because that's what happens, isn't it? We get this surge of like, fuck, this, of course, and we don't move with it. We let it come back up to the brain and we go, hang on, let me just go and think about it. Let me just go and add another module to this. Let me just add a different portal into this that will take them into this space deeper so that they're able to see more profoundly. And I was like, fuck it. No. Trusting that everything that is available right now is on purpose right now. And that this work is meant to meet whoever it's meant to meet at this very moment in time, right now, to give them the awakening and the transformation into that understanding, that deeper depth of understanding. Holy smokes, it's this. It's this what I'm here to do right now in this moment. I can see it. I don't want to fix it. I don't want to figure out the next level of me. None of that. I don't want to understand. I know right now what I'm here to do in this moment, because I've unlocked it within me, and it's clear, and I know it, and it feels so absolute that nothing can waver it. That feeling, and then from that knowing, being able to name it, being able to find it and find that place within it, being able to map it out extrinsically, because then we take it from that space into, okay, so what does that tangibly look like in the actual world? How does that actually play out? Because we need to work in the 3D. We play in the portals, but we also need to work in the 3D. I'm a realist, and I know it might always not feel like it, but I am. How does it translate to being out here? So we map it out, and then we make it real, whatever it is, going through the portals, going through the meditations, I've got decoders, so we take it through the questions, and you can see what operations your brain is keeping you in the same karmic loops within, being able to see that and gain clarity. So knowing, fuck, this is why I can't bring it into the map and it won't land in 3D, because this operation, this karmic imprint is just circling me constantly. Now I see it. But I not only see it, now I know exactly what it's doing, why it's doing, how it's doing. And when you can see that, it fades away. And then all of a sudden that map, it's like, what is it in the swamp when with the horse and the boy's crying, it's like, keep going this way. It's like, it rises from underneath. You're like, oh, why did it feel so hard? Why did it feel like it was painful? Why did it feel And it just can come because all of a sudden you can see, and that clarity comes not through fixing, not through figuring out, not through being able to see, and it dissolves, and then it comes up and it comes out. And then the last step in the whole process is that's when you get to make it real. That's when you take it into something tangible that it's only at that point it makes sense for the rest of the world. My husband's always like, what are you doing? What are you thinking? Where are you going with this? And then he's like, I see. But it's only at that point. Suddenly, it is real. It is tangible. And everybody who thought you were a nutter is like, oh, that's really cool. And then they'll be like, well, how did you do it? What did you do? I want to know. My accountant is always like, what did you do? How you do this? What do you know? Being able to take it through these processes. And I have them. And they are available right now. And I am blocking that. And it's still in being in the brain, allowing those perfectionist tendencies to be like, I want them to leave this container like they are at one with God and just the whole. And that's cool. And maybe you will. Like, I would love for that. But if you know you are done, if you know you are giving life so much and you have so many questions, and it doesn't matter what you put out there is still this feeling of, why doesn't it feel like enough? Why does it feel like I'm missing something? Why does it feel like there's a piece of it that I'm not seeing? If it feels like no matter what you do, there's always more, and it never feels like, fuck, yes, that's it. No questioning. No more, I wonder, maybe, should I? And then you take some steps, you're like, oh, I don't know. None. Dissolved. You name it. You map it. And you make it real. And it is unquestionable. And then it's like a cycle and a circle. Once you know that, because my brain is lit. I love a plan, I love a strategy, I love a formula, and as much as this is stuff that I hate that it is, and it's beyond what I can understand and comprehend and put into words, but when you access it, you know it to be true. I like that there's still this formula that you can sit within, and once you know this step, and you know this processing, and you have this awakening, and you have this realization, and it manifests into 3D, you go back again to the cycle being like, okay, I know this step, so what's next? And then there's another step. And another step, and the brain's like, I don't want more steps, I just want to know and be there. But when you experience it, you're like, ha! This is just the start. This is amazing. So then this process is, I picture it like a circle, and I've got some visuals that I'm trying to put together for it, but it's like a circle. And so often when we're doing the work, we come almost to touch this circle, but because we don't know this stepping stones, this mapping, instead of going and touching the end of the circle so that it can then spiral down and it can go deeper and deeper into that truth and that knowing and be like, I know why I'm here. The full range of the entire map. I get it. So that can happen, you have to complete these circles. But what we do is we go to complete it and then we square off. It's like a line comes through it, and then we just leap to a different circle, and then we go to do it, and then and that's why we've got all these kind of wonky circles. There is something absolute that you are here to do. And when you tap into that, which is what we do, we find it and we name it and we map it and we make it real. Once you tap into that, all of those questions, all of those side products and side hustles and those side projects and those things that you think that maybe you should be doing or should be getting a course in or should be getting, you're like, fuck it, I know I'm here to make it all, and I know exactly how to do it. When you're there, these circles, instead of being odds and sods around here, they're like consistent, and they are all spiraling, raveling down to the center of the universe, the center of self, the center of universe. So I'm going to go and get a cup of tea and just calm the fuck down in a minute. But I had to come on here and just contain this somewhere and run with that energy before my brain gets hold and says, well, let's just sit in it and let's think about it some more. And let's just do some extra modules. And then I get myself out of being like, oh, no, this is happening. And it's not just happening with the people that are already in my world who already trust this work and who are already having their minds blown by it and creating transformations beyond what I can conceive. But for anybody who resonates with this, if you're watching this, I'm going to save it to my page. I'm going to pop it on my podcast. I'm going to pop it in the places. If you're watching this and you're like, yes, I am in that space. I want to know my circle. I want to spiral down into my thing. I want to know absolutely. If that is you and you're thinking that, I'm opening up 3 spaces for brand new people. If you're not, or if you have been in my world before and you're like, yes, please, Emma, this sounds awesome. Or if you're somebody that hasn't, but this sounds like something that you would love to experience, that there is space, and it's going to be a one-to-one space where I am going to be taking you through this side by side, hand in hand, taking you through every single element, through the breakdowns of the flow charts that I've got that will show you different parts of the brain and how they're operating, the Just Do It decoder, which is going to show you why you can't just do it, even though everything in you is like, I know what to do, why don't I just do it? Going through the middle path playbook, where I'm going to show you why being consistent with these things and bobbing inside and outside a burner, showing you everything that sits underneath, why it isn't becoming clear and why it doesn't feel like, and why it feels like whatever you're doing isn't enough. I'm going to take you through every single element so you come and you name it and you move through the process to making it real. There are 4 elements to it and you get all 4, and it's going to be me and you doing it together side by side. You can ask me all the questions. You can have my brain. You can be in my brain. You can be in my energy. We will be doing it together. If that sounds terrifying, brilliant, because that's the space where all the magic happens all at the same time, then message me. Come onto my Instagram page. So if you're seeing this somewhere else, it's More Than This by Emma Upton. Come into my Instagram page and be like, Emma, I don't get it, but yet this sounds awesome. Let me know more. Give me some information. Give me some details. Because if you're seeing this and you feel that pull, do like me tonight. Instead of going and letting my pizza go down and watching my film and having a brew, I'm like, no, let me be here on a Saturday night. Let me know. I'd be really excited to see you. Just, can you feel this? It's insane. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a minute before I go into the boys because they'll be like this. Mommy's literally lost the plot. Yes, I have. In the best ways. I'm sending you so much love. Much love. If you're at the end of this, if you got right away to the end, it's resonated and it's landed, and these opportunities don't come up as often as our brain likes to convince us that we do. Be like me, sacrificing your warm cup of tea to say, you know what, I'm ready, I want more, I want something different. If that is you, come find me on Instagram at More Than This by Emma Upton. 3 places, and I'm putting it across all of my channel. Come tell me I'm ready and I will meet you there, and I cannot bloody wait.